हरे कृष्ण प्रभु। हरे कृष्ण।
वंदेहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुत पदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती नामिने श्रीवार्षभानवी देवी दयिताय कृपाब्धये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः। माधुर्योज्वल प्रेमाढ्य श्री रूपानुग भक्तिद श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते। नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुग विरुद्धाप सिद्धांत ध्वांतहारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्बरसाम्बोधे पदाम्बुजाय ते नमः। नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगवराय ते गौराविर्भाव भूमेष्ट निर्देष्ट सज्जन प्रिय वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। चयतां सुरतोपंगो मम मंदमतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्व पदाम्भोजौ श्री राधा मदन मोहनौ दिव्याद्वृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमद श्रीमद् रत्नागार सिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद् राधा श्रील गोविंद देवौ प्रेष्ठालिभि सेव्यमानौ स्मरामि। श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भी वंशी वटतटस्थित कर्षन् वेणुवक्णी गोपी गोपीनाथ श्रीयस्तुना तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So we'll continue about Kamyavan. Which is one of the 12 main forests, Dwadasha Kanana, जहां सर्व लीला कोइलो श्री नंदनंदन। Krishnandanandana, the son of Nanda Maharaj, who enacted all his pastimes in his 12 different forests and 1000 sub-forests which are part of the forest. So Kamyavan, yesterday we discussed about Bhojan Thali. Is Krishna's plate, Balram's plate and cup marks in a small hillock mountain called Indrasen Parvat. So in Kamyavan, basically Krishna, he killed a demon called Vyomasur. Vyom. Vyom means sky. So Vyomasur, he was known as Vyomasur because he had this mystic power of flying high up into the sky, very high up. So Kamsa, he would appoint different demons to go and kill Krishna on a regular basis, basically on a daily basis. And Aghasur and Bakasur were in charge of that department. So Krishna had a special ministry, Kill Krishna ministry. And Aghasur and Bakasur were the ministers, head ministers for this department. And the first person Aghasur and Bakasur sent to kill Krishna is their own sister Putana. Now this is, you see, demonly nature. When there is a problematic situation, the leader, Aghasur and Bakasur, he doesn't want to go first. So they are sending their sister Putana. Let's see what happens, experimenting. Like currently people are saying that the World Health Organization and Bill Gates and this and that are experimenting on people under the fake pandemic called COVID-19. So they say let's send Putana, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So this is they sent their sister, a lady, a woman. And I jokingly say this is where the lady's first procedure started. This is the lady's first procedure is a demoniac procedure started by Aghasur and Bakasur by sending Putana, their own sister, to kill Krishna. She was the first one to be assigned this duty, job. At the end of Dwapar Yuga, naturally. Before that, there was not, this system was not there in Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga and Dwapar Yuga. So at the end of Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga was going to start and this system has to be introduced. So Aghasur and Bakasur introduced this system, ladies first, which is demoniac system. So everything, source of everything is Krishna. In Krishna Leela starts this. So similarly, Aghasur and Bakasur would appoint everyone. The Putana was killed, the next day someone, then Trinavarta, then this and that, and Shaktasur. So one day, every day they would say, okay, now you can go, Vyomasur. And every day, although the demon who went to kill Krishna on an assignment to kill Krishna would never return. The other way around, the demon would be killed. And everyone got this news that so and so, our god brother who went to kill Krishna is killed. But someone would be ready to go the next day. And they would go, although everyone who went before them was killed, but this person who would think, okay, there is a risk. Everyone who went before was killed, but I can try, because if I will be successful, maybe I will be killed, who knows? But if I will be successful, I will be the greatest personality. I will be greatest personality, fame, strength, power, this, that. Special person in Mathura, in Kamsa's clan. So with the hope of getting this charming position, although there was so much risk, although the history was telling them that anyone who went to kill Krishna was killed, everyone would think, okay, let me try. Maybe I'll be killed, but if I am successful, if. So Vyomasur was appointed, and every demon who was assigned this duty to kill Krishna, they would use their intelligence, how I can do this and what I can do, like to kill Krishna, what happened previously, and what some different ideas. Every demon used a different idea. Like Aghasur became a snake. Putana tried to get the child Krishna, was just a few days old, by taking a beautiful form of a gopi and trying to breastfeed him by applying the poison on her breasts. Trinavurt went in the form of a cyclone. So every demon would plan some different idea to kill Krishna. Vatsasur, he went in the form of a calf. Arishtasur went in the form of a bull, and Dhenukasur went in the form of a donkey. So Vyomasur, he was appointed. So Vyomasur, he made a plan. He took form of a cowherd boy. Gopal, Gwal. He took form of a cowherd boy. And he entered into all these cowherd boys on that particular day. And that particular day, they had all been in Kamyavan. Just currently the Kamyavan, there is one small village. Like the main Kamyavan town is there, and there is a small village, like 2-3 kilometers outside Kamyavan, that is called Kalavata. So this is where, in front of that, there is a small mountain again there, not small, a big mountain there, like pretty much big mountain. You have to climb 300 steps. Just a minute. You have to climb 300 steps to go up. And in front of the mountain is very big open field, big field, farms. So though Krishna's time would be forest, and at the end of that field and farms forest, another end of that farm forest is Bhojan Thali, which we discussed yesterday. So they were all playing games. They came to play games there. It was games time after coming to the forest early morning. So this Vyomasur, who was in the form of a cowherd boy, Gwal Bal, he said to everyone, today we will play a new game. Every day we are playing the same game. Today I will teach you a new game, and we will play a new game. What is the new game? So he said, he divided all the Gwal Bals, all the cowherd boys, into 4 groups, 4 different groups. One group was the policemen. One group was the thieves. One group was the lambs, Bakri. or bhedi, lambs, and one group was the owner of the lambs, bhediye. So, 4 groups of boys: one policeman, thieves, and lambs, and the owner of the lamb. So, the boys in this policeman group are all policemen, the thieves group are all thieves, the boys in the lamb groups are all lambs, and then the owner of the lambs. So every boy in the group of owner of the lamb gets one boy from the lamb group. So he is the owner of that lamb. So he is holding his hand. He is the owner of the lamb, and there is a lamb, another boy. So what happens is the thief has to steal this lamb. So they run around in the forest, and the thieves try to go and touch the lamb. The thief touches the lamb, then the lamb belongs to him, and the owner of the lamb has to protect the lamb so that the thief cannot touch the lamb. So it's like running around in the forest game. Owner of the lamb is running with the lamb, the thief is running behind them trying to touch the lamb. The owner is trying to protect the lamb by not allowing the thief to touch the lamb. If the thief touches the lamb, the owner gives the lamb to the thief, and the thief takes the lamb. Then the owner of the lamb goes to the police to complain that my lamb has been stolen. And the one policeman and the owner, they both go to search for his lamb. And when the policeman touches the lamb, the policeman touches the lamb is got back. The lamb is brought back and handed it back to the owner. So in this way it goes around. The thief tries to steal the lamb, and then the owner goes to the police, and the police comes and helps him to get the lamb back. What's going on? So this Vyomasur, he placed himself in the policeman group. Vyomasur placed himself in the policeman group, and then the game started. So when the lamb would be stolen, the owner would go to some policeman. If someone would come to Vyomasur, then Vyomasur would go to help him. And then Vyomasur, after getting the lamb, would not give it back to the owner. He would take the lamb, grab the owner also. So 2 cowherd boys he would grab, and he would run out of the forest on this mountain, which was near there. He would go up the mountain, and on the mountain there was a big cave. It is still there. We can go and see that, Vyomasur's cave. So, and he would put them in the cave and put a big stone in the mouth of the cave. Then he would come back in the field and the farms and the forest. And then the game would continue. He would grab another lamb and the boy. He would go and hide them in the cave and come back again. In this way, slowly, the lamb owners and lambs started, number of them, the population of them started decreasing. Finally, he started grabbing the thieves also and dumping them into the cave. And after some time, Balram, he realized that I don't see all the boys, what's happening, all our friends and this, that. Where is everyone? So Balram said to Kanhaiya, "Hey, Kanhaiya, there is something problem. I don't see everyone. Where is everyone? Where is all our population? Where is all our population?" Krishna tried to look around, and then he saw that one of the cowherd boys is grabbing another 2 boys and running away somewhere. So Krishna followed him, and Krishna understood that this is some demon. So Krishna followed him. Vyomasur came in front of the cave. He dumped the boys inside the cave. He put the big stone on the mouth of the cave, and he turned around. And as soon as he turned around, he saw Krishna standing in front of him, challenging him for a fight. So immediately, because Vyomasur, he had this mystic power of jumping high up into the sky. So he just jumped up into the sky and went high up, maybe 10, 20, 30 kilometers, whatever it is. Krishna jumped behind him. Krishna jumped behind him and high up into the sky, somewhere he grabbed Vyomasur. And after Krishna grabbed Vyomasur, Krishna grabbed him in his neck like this. You grab someone around his neck like this. So Krishna grabbed him in his arms around his neck, and Krishna started increasing his weight. So Krishna increased his weight so much that finally Vyomasur could not tolerate anymore. Means his strength, the capacity of his strength could not sustain this weight. So both of them, they came crashing down on the mountain below with a big roaring thunderous sound, and the mountain and even the planet Earth shook, because Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead. Vyomasur was a mystic demon with big mystic powers. So when both of them, they came crashing down on the mountain, not only the mountain, the full planet Earth was shaken. As soon as they came falling down on the mountain, again he was free like this. They fell like this, and again he jumped. Again he jumped high into the sky. Krishna jumped behind him. Again high up somewhere into the sky, many kilometers high. Krishna again grabbed him by the neck. Again increased his weight. Both of them, they came crashing down on the mountain. Again not only the mountain, the planet Earth was shaking. And all the boyfriends, all the cowherd boyfriends, Gwalbal, Balram, they were standing in the farms and forests just opposite the mountain and watching this, standing there watching high up on the mountain that Vyomasur is flying up into the sky, Krishna is flying up behind him, then both of them come crashing down on the mountain, they crash on the mountain and the planet Earth is shaking. They again going up and again crashing down and going up and crashing down. So in this way, during this fight, Krishna had a marigold flower garland. Marigold is Marathi, it is Jhendu, or Hindi, it is Gende ka Phool. So marigold flower garland, which fell down on the mountain. Then there is Krishna's Kaustubh jewel, Kaustubh Mani. That also fell down during the fight on the mountain, so from the sky. Then Krishna's, there are few Krishna's footprints and handprints on the mountain top. Like when they used to come crashing down on the mountain, because Krishna's one hand is around Vyomasur's neck, so Krishna would land on 2 feet and 1 hand, because it's like this. So Krishna would land on the mountain with his 2 feet and 1 hand. So at few places, there is Krishna's 2 feet and 1 hand prints, wherever they would crash on the mountain, along with Vyomasur. So 2 footprints and 1 hand print. It's like this, a set like this, on the top of the mountain, which even today we can go and see. Then there is this marigold garland, a little distance from there, exactly, like marigold garland fell at that place. There is this marigold garland print in the rocks. Very fine, you can see that. Very good. Then there is Kaustubh Mani fell, it broke into some pieces. So that created marks on the rocks of the mountains. And the Kaustubh Mani mark is also there on the mountains. So this Kaustubh Mani, actually the mountain stones or the surface is very rough, very rough. But wherever there is Kaustubh Mani mark, small marks like the shape of a paneer cube. So like this, few 8-10 marks where Kaustubh Mani broke and fell down. So the mountain surface, the stone, rocks is very rough. But at this place where the Kaustubh Mani fell, it is a mark and a blackish, silverish squares, just like this. And if you touch there, it is so smooth, like you will feel like Johnson's baby powder. So smooth, like baby powder. So Kaustubh Mani marks are there. And when they would fall, come crashing down on the mountain, the planet Earth would shake vigorously. So all the Gwalbals were frightened, like shaking. Krishna and Vyomasur come crashing down on the mountain and shaking. The cows were frightened, the birds were frightened. They would fly out of their nests. and scream and went on the sky, and the monkeys would be frightened, deer should be frightened, everyone was frightened, running around, screaming here and there. So after a few times this happened, Balram, he saw this is a big problem, just everyone is getting frightened. So Balram was standing there at one place, just below the fields. He pressed his feet, where he was just standing, he pressed his feet onto the planet Earth, like pressed, to give support to planet Earth. So after that, whenever Krishna and Vyomasur came crashing down on the mountain, the earth would not shake because Balram had just pressed his feet as a strong support to that. So the earth stopped shaking after that whenever Krishna and Vyomasur would come crashing down on the mountain. So there is Balram Charan. Balram Charan also darshan is there. At the feet of the mountain, a little distance from the mountain where Balram was standing and pressed his feet into the, so he's standing on one of the rocks, and on these rocks there is Balram Charan Chinna, Balram footprint. So in this way, finally Vyomasur, after crashing down on the mountain of many times, Vyomasur was dead. And when Vyomasur was dead, then Krishna opened this cave. He removed the stone at the mouth of the cave, and he freed all the boys who were captivated there. So in this way, Vyomasur was killed in Kamyavan, and this is the place where we can go and see the Vyomasur cave on the mountain. There is still a cave. Now it is not very big. It is like at a time, like maybe 15 people can go in, 15, maximum 20. Because this mountain and the cave and everything, after Krishna left Braj, everything in Braj is shrinking in separation of Krishna. So the mountain has shrinked, the cave has shrinked, everything. Govardhan, Yamuna has shrinked, Govardhan has shrinked. And in another 10,000 years, it is said in 10,000 years, all the dhams, including the Vrindavan Dham, Govardhan, Yamuna, everything will go underground because it is shrinking. And there will be no dham darshans. And devotional activities cannot be performed openly, slowly. Demonly nature people will increase and they will have their say. Even currently you can see that they can put you all in your houses for 3 months, and if you go out, you have to wear a mask, you have to do this, wash hands with soap, and nonsense. Like I saw a good post that if tomorrow they say that coronavirus hovers 3 feet above the ground, and then everyone should crawl on the street, because if coronavirus is 3 feet and above, coronavirus cannot come within 3 feet of the surface. So they will say everyone should crawl to protect yourself from coronavirus. All the world will crawl on their force, going to office, going to shopping, because above 3 feet is coronavirus. This is foolishness. All these demonly cruel people, maybe they have benefited in some their own ways out of this, and they have put you all in your houses all over the world. They have fooled everyone and no one has realized that. I'm surprised about that. Hardly someone has realized that. And even after 3-4 months, I don't think someone has realized it actually. So coronavirus is real, the disease is real, but it is not so dangerous as it is projected. The pandemic is fake. and you cannot be protected by masks and washing hands. It can be a simple precautionary measure. It is not a secure. There are some people who didn't even go out of their houses and no one visited and they got corona. So anyhow, that's a different issue. So there is Balram Charan Chinna. There is this Vyomasur's cave, and on the top of the mountain there is Krishna's handprint and footprint like this sets. There is the garland mark, there is the Kaustubh Mani marks, and just the other side of the mountain, other side of this mountain, this is one side of the mountain, the other side of the mountain there is Fisalini Shila. Fisalini Shila means in Marathi Ghasargundi, or in Hindi I think there is small children, Fisal Patti or what you say. There is garden. In garden there is Fisal Patti, Fisalini Shila. The children slide down. You know, there is a slide. Children slide. They climb up one place, sit and just slide down. So there is in this mountain, there is Fisalini Shila. From the top of the mountain to the bottom of the mountain. Very smooth rock platform. So these boys would just climb up the mountain, and while coming down, they would sit there and slide down. Even we can do that. You can do that. You can go and it's very smooth. You just sit there with some simple cloth, put a cloth, sit on the cloth and just slide down. Fisalini Shila. So this is Prabhupada used to say that actually material life is a big struggle for survival. You have to struggle for everything. You need to breathe, you need to eat, you need to blood circulation, you need food. So to maintain all these things, for food you have to struggle. Everything, for all your needs you need to struggle. Only this breathing and digesting of food and blood circulation and heartbeat, all that activities Krishna is performing. But all other things, you don't have to struggle to beat your heart. You don't plan it. Oh, I have to beat my heart. Tuck, tuk, tick, tock, tuck, 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 tuck. You are not doing it. You don't know who is doing it for you. Similarly, breathing. You don't plan breathing, you know. Like, now I have inhaled. Oh, 2 seconds have passed. I have to exhale. Oh, now I have to inhale. I have to... If I forget inhaling, there will be a problem. So now I have to exhale. Any one of you is doing like this? Similarly, blood circulation. We are not pumping. You know. We are not pumping the blood all around in the body. You are not digesting the food. You know, you eat the food and then you say, okay, now let me digest. Some procedure. I'm digesting food. Who is doing it for you? Who is doing it? No, the scientists will say this is nature, this, that. But who designed this nature? If there is some process, someone has to establish the process. Someone has to establish a process, not that the process falls down from the sky, crashing down with Krishna, you know, like Vyomasur. So all these things Krishna is performing for you. But to sustain all these things, you need food, for which you have to struggle to maintain this body. Because if you will not eat food and drink water or whatever it is, finally after a few days, all these processes will be stopped. Everything is functioning. You see, the liver is functioning, kidney is functioning. Speaking voice, you can lose your speech in a like this. You can lose. Krishna can do that. You can lose your speech. For what? For what we are so proud? What is our capacity? So this is all Krishna's mercy. I saw a post. A person wakes up in the morning and he says, thank God, I am thanking God because my name has appeared in the wake up list. The day your name doesn't appear in the wake up list, then your name will appear in newspapers or in Facebook posts or in WhatsApp status. So this is Krishna's mercy. Everything, we are dependent on Krishna actually for everything. Even for the food which we get, what is destined for us. Krishna is destined for us something. Ishavashyam idam sarvam. Everyone has been allotted according to his karma. Everyone has been allotted something and you will get that. No need to struggle for that basically. Like Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj says that one does not need to hanker for what do you say, sukha. No need to hanker and no need to do prayasa for sukha. No need to put some efforts to get some enjoyment or sukha. Because all that enjoyment that is allotted to you will definitely come. No one can stop it. And he is giving the logic, he's saying all that miseries that are allotted to you are definitely coming. You don't make any efforts to get these miseries. No one plans today, today I will go out on my scooter or bike and deliberately I will fall down in some place and I will fracture my hand or I will fracture my leg. Today I want to do that because today I want to be miserable. Or today I will just go and maybe I will drink some water from the gutter, like this, because I want to get cholera. Oh Krishna, please give me cholera. Please give me tuberculosis. No one prays. No one asks this to anyone. No one says this. Oh Krishna, like this. No one is praying for miseries. No one, actually, basically, no one wants them. But still they are delivered, they are door delivered by amazing.com. One day I told you amazing.com. So those who are there, they know Krishna's online delivery system. It is amazing.com. It works million, billion and trillion times better than the amazon.com. All your karmic reactions, they will be delivered to you. Wherever you are, they will find out your address. You don't need to provide your address. You see, so super arrangement. Amazon will call you, sir, I am here. Where is your house? I am in this place. Okay, I cannot find your house. Then you do, oh, this the bridge, and near this bridge you come left and this and that, and I will meet you this place like this. Amazing.com, even if you run away from your house, if you try to run away from this delivery, they will find you out and deliver it to you. No need to provide them address, forget about it. So this is Krishna's delivery system. Similarly, the way the miseries are delivered to you, whatever sukha is allotted in your destiny will come to you, even if you don't want. Take this rasgulla. No, I don't want rasgulla. No, eat. Krishna can, even if you don't want something, Krishna can forcefully give you some sukha. Like forcefully you get miseries. Similarly, and anyhow, basically no one wants miseries, but they will come. So similarly, sukha will come. Whatever is in your destiny, whatever is allotted to you, it will come. For that, you don't have to make any efforts, because all the efforts for that have been already done before. That is a karmic reaction. You already performed the efforts and you are going to receive the fruit now. So some fruits may be sweet apple, orange, mangoes, and some sweets, some fruits will be bitter like karela, neem. So according to the karma you perform. So all these fruits will come to you delivered. So basically, it is very difficult in material world because everything is going to be delivered to you. Similarly, if you want to be, so someday someone understands, oh, to be get free from this, I need to become a devotee. I need to chant Hare Krishna. I need to stop performing all the sinful activities. I need to be honest, transparent, sincere, uh, consistent, determined, dedicated. So becoming a devotee is a purification process, cleaning you off of all your anarthas and all your karmas, karmic reactions, and many things. So you start cleaning up, and then and in future you don't perform any new karma or minimize your karma. You start minimizing your karma and cleaning up the previous one, and then you start cleaning up your anarthas. That is also difficult. It is also a struggle. It's not that it is easy. It's also a struggle. We try, we try, but we are not successful. From tomorrow I will do this and this. From tomorrow, and that tomorrow comes after maybe 2 years or 5 years or 10 years or 20 years. Who knows? That tomorrow never comes for so many things. No, no, no. From tomorrow. Tomorrow is Guru Purnima. From tomorrow I will start this. Tomorrow is Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur appearance day. From tomorrow I will start this. How many of you have experienced this? That I will do this from tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. That tomorrow never came for so many years. So I am also one example for that. I'm not saying about you. I personally am an example, a good example of that. From tomorrow I'll do this. From tomorrow I'll do that. Tomorrow I will not do this. Tomorrow I'll not do that. And okay, after 1 week, someone says, "Oh, Prabhu, I think it's okay." Like once this is okay. I just started this 1 week back, so this is okay. Now from tomorrow, I will take it seriously. So this is struggle because we are conditioned souls. It's not easy. So Prabhupada, why I'm telling you all this thing, this is difficult. Even to become a devotee is difficult. You tell people chant 16 rounds, follow 4 principles, Ekadashi, fasting, this, that. People say, what? No tea, coffee. First of all, the 4 principles are heavy for them. And then they come to understand this, you say no tea, coffee also, no onion, garlic. And please, if you no newspapers and no movies and no rubbish. Come on, this is, you are from which planet? How will you stay in the society if you behave like this? You have to be, if you are in Rome, you have to be like a Roman. How can you stay in this society like this? But who told you that we want to stay in a society like this? We basically don't want to stay in a society like this. So to get out of this, we have to show Krishna that we are adapting ourselves to stay in some another society. We are adapting. We try to adapt ourselves to stay in some another society. We are not interested in staying in this society. Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur said this material world is not a good place for a gentleman to stay. So becoming a devotee is not so easy. But in Kali Yuga, it is very easy. In Kali Yuga, becoming devotee is very easy. And the very easy process is not so easy. The easiest process is in Kali Yuga. Kruteyadhyayate Vishnu Tretayam Yajate Makhai. Dwapare Paricharyayam Kalautadhari Kirtanat. Whatever result you would get in Satyuga, Kruteyat Dhyayate Vishnu, by meditating for thousands of years, 10,000 years, 20,000 years, 60,000 years, whatever result you would get by meditating in Satyuga, Kruteyat Dhyayate Vishnu, by meditating on Vishnu, Krishna, sit in forest in one place, in some cave or somewhere, no proper food, no water, tapasya, austerity, winter, this, that. Kriteyat Dhyayate Vishnu for 60,000 years. Tretayam Yajate Makhai. The same result, the result which you used to get in Satyuga by performing meditation for thousands of years, the same result in Treta Yuga you get by performing Yagya, Hom Havan, Yagya, sacrifice, fire sacrifice. Tretayam Yajate Makhai. And fire sacrifice doesn't mean the fire sacrifice we perform today, just by putting two bricks like this, two bricks like this, and two bricks like this. Put some 10, 12 twigs of wood and 2 spoons of ghee and swaha. This is not fire sacrifice according to Vedic, this thing, proper this thing. If you read in Ramayana, this Rajasuya Yagya and everything they perform, the fire sacrifice arena would be few kilometers by few kilometers. With the Havan Kund by 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer of Havan Kund. With all cow dung and this and that and so many things, and then so much wood and ghee, tons of ghee, thousands of Brahmins, thousands of real Brahmins. And all the Brahmins, they should chant these mantras on the proper notations all together. And once they sit to chant the mantra, they should not touch their nose, they should not touch their ear. Somehow I am from a Kokanastha Brahmin family, which is considered one of the top Brahmins in India. And I was indulging on all these mantras and this, that when I was young, like in my teenage things. So I used to go with the senior Brahmins, perform some mantras. And you have to chant the mantra maybe 1,000 times for someone. So you go to his house, that particular person's house, 5, 6 Brahmins or whatever it is, and they all sit down. And actually all the 6 of them should chant it in a proper notation, like Hari Om Namaste Ganapataye Tvameva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi Tvameva Kevalam Kartasi Tvameva Kevalam Dhartasi Tvameva Kevalam Hartasi Tvam Sakshad Atmasi Nityam Ritam Vachmi Satyam Vachmi. Like this it goes. And so all the 6 should chant together in a proper notation. And during this, they should not touch their nose, they should turn their ear, they should not go to toilet, so many things. Once they sit, they should sit and focus on this. But what is the procedure now? I'll tell you, because I was a part of that. So the 6 Brahmins, they go to this person's house, and one of them chants them, other 5 are just silent, and one chants this whatever mantra 1 times in whatever 1 or 2 minutes, and they count it as 6 because 6 Brahmins were present. And how does this one all this, and then this one Brahmin chants 20 mantras, then the second one chants 20 mantras, and third one chants 20 times, and the fourth one chants 20 times. So like this, by rotation they chant 20, 20, and at it, when one chants, it is counted as 6. So when they chant 100, it is counted as 600. It is like this. And then there is a competition between all these 5 and 6 Brahmins who can complete this mantra in 57 seconds. Oh, I did it in 55 seconds. I did it in 53 seconds. And now I told you this mantra, how it should be chanted. Now I'll show you how they chant. Hari Om Namaste Gamate Tam Dev Hartaj Satyam Vichmi Atam Vichmi Autama Dhatarama Chadrama Chardama Sotam Parvat Satam Prashtatam Satam Prasatam. This is how he chants. This is how I chanted. This is how they chanted. just to finish off 1,000, Tomorrow you just want to chant 16 rounds. You can finish in 20 minutes, 16 rounds. So this is the quality of Brahmins in Kali Yuga. These kinds of Brahmins are useless. I am one of them. Don't worry. I am not blaming anyone. I am one of them. So I understood I am a useless Brahmin. Actually, I am not a Brahmin. I am not a Brahmin and I am a useless. So currently in the world, there is no Brahmin and everyone is useless. Kalau Shudrasya Sambhavat. So you need qualified real Brahmins in thousands to perform this home havana. In this, which will do all this in proper notations and proper this thing. Because if a Brahmin is not qualified, he performing some procedure is not going to yield a result. As I told you some days back, raw material, procedure, precautions, result. Raw material is a Havana Kunda, 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer with tons of woods and tons of ghee, and qualified 1,000 Brahmins is a part of raw material. If you don't have this raw material, there is no use performing this procedure, because anyhow you are not going to get the result. That's why in Kali Yuga only Harinam works. All these rituals are basically not effective because there is no qualified Brahmin to perform these rituals. That is why only Harinam and Prasadam works. Because to chant Harinam on a personal level and on a Sankirtan, on a collective together, you don't need some qualified Brahmins. You don't need to be a qualified Brahman. Anyone can chant nicely and properly with attention, paying attention to the Mahamantra. Anyone can cook prasadam according to Krishna's desire for the pleasure of Krishna, according to Krishna's recipe. If you cook according to Krishna's recipe, then it is prasadam. Then Krishna accepts, not that you cook according to whatever you think. I should put black pepper powder and red chili and this and that and whatever. It's not like that. You have to prepare for Krishna's pleasure. No, I like chaat masala, so I will put chaat masala. I like this. And to understand Krishna's recipe, I told you yesterday when one has to read Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, and he incarnated. One of the purpose of incarnation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is he wanted to show people by his own example how to become a devotee. By his own example, how to become a topmost devotee. What is the mood of a topmost devotee? And that's why in Chaitanya Charitamrita, 30% of Chaitanya Charitamrita descriptions are just events of cooking and prasad distribution, how to distribute prasadam. And prasadam distribution in Vaishnava way is different. Cooking prasadam in Vaishnava way is different. So you will read descriptions of cooking prasadam in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Sachi Mata is cooking this, Malini Mata is cooking this, Raghunath Das Goswami made dahi chida. Now, do you think this is something which Chaitanya Charitamrita is the topmost scripture of Kali Yuga? So this doesn't seem logical. The topmost scripture of Kali Yuga, it's teaching you how to make dahi chida, how to cook pumpkin kheer. This is very important because, as I said, the food is fuel for the body. If you put the wrong fuel, nothing is going to work. Along with Harinam, prasadam is equally important. And prasadam means not offer to Krishna and eat. You cook whatever you want and offer to Krishna and eat. No, you cannot cook whatever you want. You have to cook according to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna's desire. That is prasadam. Please come out of this misconception that whatever you cook and offer to Krishna is prasadam. No. Yes, on a simple logical statement, Krishna says, Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam, Yome, Bhatya, Prayachati. Yes, you can offer to me a leaf and a water and a flower and a fruit, and Krishna can accept. Yes, some of the leaves are very poisonous. You cannot digest, you cannot eat that. Some of the fruits are very poisonous. That doesn't mean you can offer this poisonous fruit to Krishna. Oh, this is prasadam. Now I can eat this. You will die. We are not Mirabai. Mirabai can drink poison and survive. We are not on Mirabai's level. So, it is not that. So, similarly, the way you cannot offer some poisonous fruit to Krishna and eat it. You can offer to Krishna, that's fine. But you cannot eat it. Krishna can accept. Krishna can accept poisonous fruit. Krishna can accept anything if you offer by love. Krishna accepted Mirabai's poison and deactivated the poisonous effect. Krishna can do that. Can Bill Gates do that? Can Microsoft do that? They have so big programs. Can they deactivate the poisonous effect of the poison without any process? Just Mirabai offered this poison to Krishna and she drank. Nothing happened to her. Krishna converted that poison into a non-effective drink. He deactivated the poisonous effect of the poison. So he can do that for us also if we are on the level of Mirabai, but we are not. So we have to understand, we have to eat what Krishna wants us to eat, but you can offer it. Yes, offering is a different thing. Patram, Pushpam, Phalam. And Krishna didn't say, don't offer me a poisonous fruit. Yes, Krishna can digest anything. You can offer anything to Krishna. That's not a problem. Out of Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam. But you cannot eat everything that you offer to Krishna. That's what I'm going to tell you. So for our eating, Krishna is describing in Bhagavad Gita. He is describing 3 types of food. Food is also categorized into 3 types. Sattva Guni food, Tamoguni food, and Rajoguni food. And Sattva Guni food is supposed to be eaten. Rajoguni and Tamoguni food is not supposed to be eaten by humans. So it is a very, another prasadam and the recipes and the raw materials and this and that is another completely very deep subject. One has to understand. Until you, Harinam we have understood. Most of the devotees, basically in ISKCON or Gaudiya, whatever it is, they don't understand the prasadam concept. They don't take that seriously. Maybe Harinam we have understood. We are trying sincerely, seriously, yes. But the prasadam concept, until the time you, because if you don't know how to cook prasadam properly, you cannot go back to Golok. It will delay your going back to Golok. Until the time you don't know how to milk the cows and how to this, that, and everything. As I said, we are adapting ourselves to go to another place. We don't want to live in this society, basically. So until the time you don't get trained up to the activities what are happening there, you have to make garlands there, you have to do fanning. There is not AC, no AC there, no ceiling fan. There is fan. You have to fan. You have to fan Krishna, Radharani, or whomever. So all these activities, until the time you don't realize all this, then you have to go into the forest without shoes. Krishna doesn't use shoes. So many things we don't take seriously. So actually chanting 16 rounds is going to develop our intelligence. He says, Prabhupada says, basically Prabhupada says, by eating prasadam, the superfine tissues in the brain which help you understand the spiritual knowledge will develop. I hope someone of you has read this statement of Prabhupada, that by eating prasadam, the superfine tissues in the brain which help us understand the spiritual knowledge develop. So are we eating the proper prasadam which will help us develop these superfine tissues in the brain, which will help us understand the real spiritual knowledge, absolute truth? That is the fuel. We need this prasadam fuel for that. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayanti te. Krishna will give us this intelligence when we'll do that, if we are sincere. So what I want to tell you is, along with Harinam, prasadam aspect is very important. Any one of you wants more details on that, you can contact me personally about cooking, what to use, what not to use, how to do that. You can read Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavad for that more details. But still, if you have any questions, there are so many things which you may not be normally using in your cooking daily. Anyone needs more information on prasadam department, you can please contact me personally on WhatsApp or email or whatever. So we discussed today about Vyomasur, his cave and his prints, Krishna's handprint, footprint, Balram's footprint, the Fisalini Shila, the rock slide. So the last thing I was telling you, because of the rock slide, Prabhupada says if you take prasadam, nicely and chant nicely and everything, progressing in devotional life, it's like progressing means you go up. So progressing in devotional life, which is basically not so easy. It is easiest in Kali Yuga, but not so easy. Progressing in devotional life becomes so easy, like a child slides down the Fisalini Shila. No efforts. You just sit at a place and without any efforts, you just reach your destination. It is so easy if you do it properly. So one more point I missed is Kruteyat Dhyato Vishnu Tretayam Yajate Makhai Dwapare Paricharyaya. In Dwapar Yuga, one has to do worship of the deity worship to achieve the same result, which the same result you got in Treta Yuga by sacrifices, fire sacrifices, and the same result which you got in Satya Yuga by performing meditation for thousands of years. So Kriteya Dhyayate Vishnu Tretayam Yajate Makhai Dwapare Paricharyaya. So deity worship means one had to perform deity worship 8 times in a day. Like in the ISKCON temple, morning 4 o'clock, then 7 o'clock, then 8:30, then 11 o'clock, then 12:30, then 4:30, then 6:30, then 8 o'clock, and Shayan Darshan. So 8 times in a day you have to do deity worship in your house. In Kali Yuga, people don't have time even to do 1 time in a day. So that's why Kalautad Hari Kirtanat. Whatever result you would get in Satya Yuga by performing meditation for thousands of years, the same result you will get in Treta Yuga by performing the fire sacrifices, the same result you will get in the Dwapar Yuga by performing deity worship, and the same result, nothing less, you will get in Kali Yuga just by Hari Kirtan. Just by doing Hari Kirtan, you will get the same result which the people got in Satya Yuga by meditating for 60,000 years. Kalautad Hari Kirtanat. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So I'll stop here. If anyone has any questions, you can unmute your mic. And if anyone has anything to say, comments or questions, you can unmute your mic and you can ask a question. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
Prabhu, you told about the prasadam part. So I'm requesting you, please, can we have one class on details of prasadam?
Okay, next week.
Okay, Prabhu, thank you.
So next Saturday, Sunday, one day we will try to discuss about prasadam, the ingredients, and once I tell you the ingredients, recipes, anyone can make from them. That's not. But okay. So next, any other question, or anyone has any comments, or anyone has anything to say?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Haribol.
Prabhuji, you were just telling that if we chant, we can achieve, Goluk and all only. Only with chatting, or do we need to follow all that rules in Krishna consciousness is there?
Now see, chanting is just the beginning. Chanting is just a beginning. And then there is initiation. You know, if you have heard initiation or diksha.
Yeah.
So the word initiation comes from the word initial. Initial means first. Initial doesn't mean end. Did you get my point? Initial
Yes,
means
please, yes.
beginning. Initial means first. Initial doesn't mean end.
Okay.
But what happens is many people, they think I am initiated. Now my life is successful. The problem is now your life has begun, not successful. This is initiation, means now it is beginning, it is start. End is far away. So chanting is beginning. Okay. Chanting is like showing Krishna, oh Krishna, I am interested in you. It is just a symptom of that, nothing more.
Okay.
Yeah. It is,
and what is the difference between Goluk?
When Krishna sees that you are really and sincerely interested, then Krishna starts to reciprocate.
Okay.
But for Krishna to understand that you are really and sincerely interested, you have to chant that way first. Not like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, oh, okay, what's cooking for dinner? Khichdi? Please fry some papads also. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And what happened with this, what happened in school today? No, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. What your teacher said to me? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. This is what is for tomorrow breakfast in Krishna. Chanting is, you have to focus. So what chanting also I can tell you, there are so many things about chanting. There are 3 P's of chanting. There are the prayerful mood, the posture while we are chanting, and then the pronunciation while you are chanting. So many things. So we can do session. We can do one session for prasadam. We can do one session for chanting. Because depending on our chanting, Krishna decides your sincerity. Like Prabhupada said one place, Prabhupada said, one who cannot commit oneself to chanting. This is a very important sentence. One who cannot commit oneself to chanting cannot commit himself to anything. That means if you cannot commit yourself to good and proper chanting, you cannot commit yourself to anything else other than chanting for Krishna. So you will just stay on the stage of chanting for 20 years. Maybe you will not move ahead. So that is important. Chanting is beginning. After chanting, if you chant nicely, Krishna will give you all intelligence. What is the next step? What is the next? What is the next? What you have to do? And if you don't understand that, he will arrange in such a way that you will follow that. You will be, as I said, I am a lazy person. I am not a devotee. I don't know how I became devotee and how this. I tell people I am a forced devotee. The only mistake I did is I chanted maybe nicely or properly. I tried my best. I tried my best to do the practices of devotional life. And Krishna took it seriously. I don't know. Then Krishna takes it seriously, then you are in trouble. And then he forced me to be a devotee. He forced. Prabhupada says in Nectar of Instruction, you read Nectar of Instruction, the first 10-15 pages. Prabhupada says if one person follows this devotional process properly, he will be forcefully dragged to purification. forcefully dragged to purification. That means we don't want it. But forcefully dragged means, you understand, holding someone by the hair and dragging him on the street, you know, like, this is the way you will be purified. And when someone drags you forcefully, it is not joyful. It is painful. So, Prabhupada says this in Nectar of Instruction. One will be forcefully dragged to purification. So yes, chant. You chant. Try to chant nicely in the best proper way. For that, you have to understand. As I said, there are so many things you should understand to chant. There are 10 offenses. Along with that 10 offenses, there are 3 P's, and there are so many things. So how to chant, what time to chant, how many 16 rounds, when to chant, like so many things. So we'll discuss that some other time. Chanting is, so as I said, 2 things are most important. You should do chanting to the best of quality, according to whatever knowledge you have gained till now, and you should have prasadam to the best of Krishna's pleasure. So these 2 things, if you maintain properly, rest all the things Krishna will do for you. You don't need to think, how I will clean myself, how I will purify my anarthas, how I can understand this, how I can understand that, how I can nothing, how I can control anger, how I can do this. No need. You don't need to think of anything. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham satatayuktanam yogakshemam vahamyam. Tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyam. So Krishna says that anyone who is ananyas chintayanto mam, thinking about me only, I take care of them, personally. I personally take care of them. I give them what is necessary. I do for them what is necessary. So Krishna will do what is necessary for you. You don't worry about it. No need to plan. No need to think. No need, that thought should not be there. Maybe Krishna will purify me. Maybe Krishna will not purify me. Maybe Krishna will be merciful to me. Maybe Krishna will kick me. Doesn't matter. I will do my responsibilities. Best chanting, best service, prasadam according to Krishna's desire. I will do my duties. And remember one thing, if you will perform your duties properly, you don't have to fight for your rights. And in the material world, no one wants to perform their duties properly, and then they have to fight for their rights. This rights, that rights, women's rights, children's rights, old age, so many rights. But are you performing your duties properly? If you are performing your duties properly, you don't have to demand for your rights. Krishna is such a person, if you do your duty properly, he will give you all your rights to you, and he will give you even more than that. If you don't ask anything from Krishna, Krishna will give you more than what you have even dreamt of. Just believe me, this has happened in my life. I'm telling on my personal experience. Do selfless service, chanting without any intentions. Oh, because I'm chanting, now I should be devotee. There should be no miseries. There should be no sorrow in my life, no mishaps in my life. Chanting is not to protect you from mishaps and miseries and this and that. Chanting is, the ultimate aim of chanting is to achieve Krishna Prem. On the way, there will be maybe miseries. On the way, there will be joy. What Krishna will decide what there should be on the way. Let Krishna do whatever he wants. I want Krishna Prem. I hope you got the point.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you so much.
Yeah. So, okay, Hare Krishna. So, we'll meet next Saturday. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhuji.